We spend billions of dollars looking for aliens and strange phenomena in deep space, but we made a mistake. We forgot to look down. Right now, beneath your feet, the Earth is screaming. Continents are literally ripping apart. Ancient viruses are waking up from the ice. Animals are behaving in ways that biology cannot explain. And the very core of our planet, the engine that keeps us alive, might be stopping. We think we know our home. We are wrong. The planet is glitching, and science is struggling to keep up. Welcome to 15 List. If you thought space was scary, wait until you hear what's happening in your own backyard. These are the 15 most terrifying anomalies happening on Earth right now. Number 15. The Great Split of Africa. Imagine waking up and finding a crack in your backyard. Now imagine that crack is miles long, and it's tearing an entire continent in two. This isn't a movie script. It is happening right now in Kenya. A massive tear stretching for miles appeared almost overnight in the East African Rift Valley. It swallowed highways and it split houses in half. Geologists say this is the beginning of the end for Africa as we know it. The Somali tectonic plate is pulling away from the Nubian plate. Eventually, this crack will let the ocean flood in. It will turn the Horn of Africa into a giant island, creating a brand new sea. Usually, this process takes millions of years, but the ground is moving so fast right now that locals can literally hear the earth snapping beneath them. The map of the world is changing in real time. Number 14. The sheep circles. In 2022, something bizarre happened on a farm in Inner Mongolia. A flock of sheep began walking in a circle, not for an hour, not for a day, but for 12 days straight. They didn't stop to eat. They didn't stop to sleep. They just marched in a perfect, hypnotic, clockwise circle. The eerie part? There were other pens of sheep nearby, and they acted completely normal. It was just this one group. Scientists were baffled. Some blamed a bacterial infection called listeriosis, which can cause circling, but that disease kills the animal within nearly 2 days. These sheep kept going for nearly 2 weeks. Was it a hive mind mentality and electromagnetic fields, or something we simply don't understand about animal instincts? To this day, the footage remains one of the most unsettling things captured on a farm. Number 13. The Gateway to Hell. In Siberia, there is a hole in the ground that the locals call the Gateway to Hell. Its official name is the Batagaika crater. And the scary part? It is growing. It's not a meteor crater. It's a mega slump. As the permafrost melts due to rising temperatures, the ground collapses in on itself. This crater is now the largest of its kind, stretching over 1 kilometer long and nearly 300 feet deep. But it's not just a hole. It is a time machine. As the Earth opens up, it exposes layers of soil that haven't seen the sun for 200,000 years. It is releasing ancient methane gas, and it is revealing perfectly preserved carcasses of extinct Ice Age animals. The crater is expanding so loudly that you can hear the soil cracking from a distance, as if the Earth is tearing its own skin open. Number 12. The hum. Imagine a low-frequency sound, a drone, like a diesel engine idling in the distance. Now imagine you can't find where it's coming from, and you can't turn it off. This is the hum. It is being reported by people all over the world, from Taos in New Mexico to Windsor in Canada. Only about 2% of the population can hear it, which makes it even more maddening. For those who hear it, it causes headaches, insomnia, and nausea. Scientists have tried to track it down. Is it industrial machinery? Is it the pressure of ocean waves vibrating the ocean floor? Or is it something military? In some cases, like in Indiana, it was traced to cooling fans in a factory. But in most places, the source remains a total mystery. It is a global sound with no speaker. Number 11. The Atlantic Anomaly. We rely on Earth's magnetic field to protect us from solar radiation. It's our shield. But right now, there is a dent in that shield. It's called the South Atlantic Anomaly. It sits right over South America and the southern Atlantic Ocean. In this region, the magnetic field is drastically weaker. It is so bad that when satellites pass over it, they have to shut down their systems to avoid being fried by cosmic rays. The Hubble Space Telescope literally refuses to take pictures when it floats over this area. And it's getting bigger. The weak spot is expanding westward and splitting into two separate lobes. If this anomaly grows too much, could be a sign that the Earth's magnetic poles are preparing to flip, an event that would cause chaos for every navigation system on the planet. Number 10. Zombie viruses. We are scared of new viruses created in labs, but we should be scared of the old ones sleeping in the ice. As the Arctic permafrost melts, it is releasing pathogens that have been frozen for tens of thousands of years. French scientists recently revived a zombie virus from the Siberian permafrost. It was 48,000 years old, and yes, it was still infectious. It was an amoeba virus, harmless to humans, but it proves a terrifying point. Biological material can survive the deep freeze. There could be ancient strains of smallpox, anthrax, or completely unknown diseases hidden down there. We are literally melting the freezer that was keeping the monsters locked away. Number 9. The Spinning Core. In 2023, a study came out that shook the geophysical world. It suggested that Earth's inner core, a solid ball of iron the size of Pluto, might have stopped spinning. The core usually rotates independently, slightly faster than the surface, but seismic data suggests that around 2009, it paused, and now it might be starting to spin in the opposite direction. This isn't just a fun fact. The core influences the length of our day and the magnetic field. If the engine room of the planet is changing gears, we don't really know what the consequences will be on the surface. It's a reminder that we are riding on a giant, unstable spaceship that we don't fully control. Number 8. Scunny quakes. Thunder comes from storms. Sonic booms come from jets. But what about loud explosions in the sky when there is not a single cloud in sight? These are called sky quakes or mystery bombs. They have been reported from India to the United States. They are loud enough to rattle windows and set off car alarms. In 2020, people in Brazil heard terrifying noises coming from the sky that sounded like metal grinding or trumpets blowing. Meteorologists have tried to explain them as colliding air currents or meteors exploding high in the atmosphere, but the frequency of these events is increasing. It is unnerving to realize the sky can scream, and we don't know why. Number 7. The Ocean Hot Tub. If you look at sea surface temperature charts for the North Atlantic in 2023 and 2024, they don't look normal. They look like a glitch. The water is so much hotter than the average that it falls completely off the statistical charts. It's being called a Six Sigma event, something that statistically should almost never happen. This hot tub effect is fueling super hurricanes and bleaching coral reefs overnight. But the scary part is the speed. The ocean usually takes centuries to change temperature this drastically. It happened in months. It suggests that the ocean's cooling system might be breaking down faster than any model predicted. Number 6. Birds falling from the sky. In Mexico, a security camera captured a horror movie scene. A massive flock of yellow-headed blackbirds was flying normally, and then suddenly, hundreds of them just dropped dead. They smashed into the concrete like a solid black rain. It happened again in Wales, where hundreds of starlings fell onto a road, and again in India. Why? Theories range from toxic fumes to electrocution from power lines, or even panic caused by predators. But the coordination is the mystery. For an entire flock to crash simultaneously, something has to disrupt their navigation or consciousness instantly. It's a glitch in nature that leaves biologists scratching their heads. Number 5. The sinking cities. We talk about sea levels rising, but we forget that the cities are also sinking, and some of them are sinking because they are too heavy. New York City is literally sinking under the weight of its own skyscrapers. A study showed the city dips about 1 to 2 millimeters a year. Some areas are sinking much faster. But it's worse in Mexico City. The city was built on a dry lake bed, and because they are pumping out groundwater for drinking, the ground is collapsing. Some parts of Mexico City have sunk more than 30 feet in the last century. We are literally draining the foundation out from under our own civilization. Number 4. Time is moving faster. Do you feel like days are getting shorter? Well, physically, they are. For most of history, Earth's rotation has been slowing down, making days slightly longer. But recently, the trend reversed. The Earth is speeding up. On June 29, 2022, Earth set a record for the shortest day since we began using atomic clocks. The planet completed a full spin 1.59 milliseconds faster than 24 hours. It sounds small, but for computer systems that run the internet and the global positioning system, it's a nightmare. If it keeps speeding up, we might have to delete a second from time, a negative leap second. We are literally living through a time acceleration. Number 3. The boiling river. Deep in the Amazon rainforest of Peru, there is a river that kills, the Shanai Timpishka. The water here isn't just warm, it boils. It can reach temperatures of over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. If an animal falls in, it is cooked alive instantly. The bizarre part? This river is nowhere near a volcano. Usually, boiling water comes from nearby magma systems, but the closest volcano is over 400 miles away. Scientists believe the water seeps deep into the earth, gets heated by the geothermal gradient, and then shoots back up through faults at incredible speed. It's a geological anomaly, a massive, scalding open vein of the earth that defies the rules of volcanic geography. Number 2. The microplastic rain. We know there is plastic in the ocean, but recently scientists found plastic in a place that terrified them: the clouds. On mountains in Japan and the Pyrenees in France, researchers collected pristine fog and rainwater. They found it was full of microplastics. The plastic from our bottles and bags has broken down, become airborne, and is now part of the water cycle. It means it is literally raining plastic. It is in the snow in Antarctica. It is in the blood of 80% of people tested. It is in human placentas. We have effectively coated the entire planet, from the highest clouds to the deepest veins, in a layer of synthetic material. We are terraforming Earth into a plastic planet. Number 1. The 6th extinction. This isn't a single event. It is the sum of everything we have talked about. Biologists say we aren't just approaching a mass extinction, we are in the middle of one. But unlike the asteroids that killed the dinosaurs, this one is silent. Insect populations have plummeted by 75% in some places over the last 30 years. Birds are vanishing. Amphibians are dying off. We are seeing evolutionary mismatch. The environment is changing faster than deoxyribonucleic acid can adapt. The anomalies, the heat, the magnetic shifts, the chemical changes are creating a world that is becoming hostile to life as we know it. The planet is resetting itself, and the question is whether we are part of the new design, or if we are the thing being reset. The Earth is old. It has survived freezing, boiling, and asteroids. It will survive these anomalies too. The real mystery is, will we? These were the 15 anomalies shaking our world right now. Which one scares you the most? The crack in Africa or the zombie viruses? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to keep up with the strange changes in our world, make sure to subscribe to 15 List. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.